YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Makeup Empties for 2023. I will admit I did not finish as much as I did last year, but at the same time I still finished a lot of products that if I hadn't have focused on them I wouldn't have finished, so can't be that mad at my totals. But I did not wear a ton of makeup last year. I was sick a lot last year, it's a thing. Hopefully this year I can feel better and do better. So we're gonna go right into it. Here you go. Okay, so first we're starting off with primers. For my full sizes, I have the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the Ofra Cool as a Cucumber, Tarte Sea Glotion Primer, hi Europa. I promise this is a full size. The LA Girl Smoothing Face Primer in the color correcting green, the Ciate London Dewy Skin Primer, and the Avant Pro, what is this? Pro Perfecting Collagen Primer. I can't always read upside down. For minis here, we got the Bobbi Brown Vitamin E Face Base, Tarte Base Tape, Ulta Hydrating, the Euphoria Pregame, the Dior Face and Body, Bare Minerals Prime Time, Tula, Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel, Ulta Mattifying, Benefit Professional, Smashbox Color Correct, the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Primer, Ulta Poreless Face Primer, and the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Primer. Out of all of these, I would repurchase the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, at a high discount, the Avant Face Primer. If I could, I would repurchase the Bobbi Brown, but they test on animals. But if I could, I would. Oh my goodness, Europa, no, no, no. Oh, no. If you're gonna be a butt, you gotta go away. Anyways, the Ulta Mattifying I liked, and I actually do have a full size of the Ulta Poreless Face Primer. So I will insert my numbers here, and there you go. So foundations, I didn't finish as many as I wanted this year. Normally I like to finish between 4 and 5 full-size foundations. This year I finished 2. Now if I'd worked on one in my 50 Shades of Yellow project pan instead of trying to start a new one, I'd have finished the 3rd one. So lesson learned there. Anyways, for what I did finish, I have the Believe Beauty foundation. What is this called technically? Skin Finish foundation. And I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. Out of the 2, I would repurchase this one and not this one. And for the minis, I have the Bare Minerals Matte Complexion Rescue and the Tarte Face Tape. I have a full size of the Tarte Face Tape, and I didn't like this one as much as I remembered, so wouldn't purchase that. So here are your numbers, and moving on. Next, we have powders for my 3 full sizes. I have the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder, the Ciate London Everyday Vacay, what is it called? Coconut Face Powder, and the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. And for minis, I have the Beauty Crop Pore Filter, the Mo Beauty Ultimate Finish, Hourglass Veil, Laura Geller Translucent Ultra Setting Powder, and the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. Out of ones that I would repurchase, any of these 3, honestly, they were all fine. The Beauty Crop I would, and maybe the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil if I caught it on sale. So here are your numbers, and let's go. So we have next concealers. I have one corrector, and that's the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Pro Concealer Palettes. I only finished 1, don't get excited, out of the 3. But I'm decluttering the rest of it because I don't use them, so I finished the green right here, which accounted for 1/3 of the price, in case you were curious. For regular concealers, I have 2 full size and 2 minis, the Pretty Vulgar, the Cover FX, the Winky Lux Peeper Perfect, and the Tarte Ultra Creamy. Out of these, I would repurchase the Cover FX because you get a crap ton of product. I did like the Winky Lux. I can't find a shade that really works for me in the Pretty Vulgar. Like, this was too dark. I kind of just had to make it work. And I like the Tarte Shape Tape, but this is a little too creamy for me. But the regular Shape Tape I would definitely repurchase. So, anyways, numbers. There you go. Alright, so next we have cheek products. I just put them all together in one category because I don't have a ton. I finished the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foil Highlighter in Sandcastle. Just a mini right here, but I did finish it. An itty bitty mini of the NARS Bronzer in Laguna. One cream blush in Pixie by Petra, the Sheer Cheek Gel in Flush. This is actually really nice. It's actually a pretty decent Benefit Benetint dupe if you're looking for a cruelty-free one that actually works. I couldn't get that out without cutting it open, and it would be very messy to cut it open, so I didn't. One cream bronzer in the Iconic London Sheer Bronze, which I also really liked, although I went through it fairly quickly, but at the same time, that means I could finish it without it going bad, so, you know, food for thought. And 4 cream or / liquid highlighters. First is this Alley Oop Pen Pal. It had a highlighter on it, so you'll be seeing this a few times. Actually, I should keep it over here for right now. The DB Flawless Strobing Stick. That is completely done. The Iconic London Illuminator and the Purely's Halo Glow BB Highlighting Cream. So out of all of these, I would repurchase the Fenty. I have other Fenty highlighters. The Iconic London, the Pixie. This is good, but I can't get this in the States. And if I could get the Iconic for half price, I would. I really didn't like this though, because it was very greasy, so there you go. For brows, I have one little brow gel in the Ulta Clear Brow Gel. I have been working on the NYX, one of the newer ones that I've been working on that like all year, and it just never empties. This is the Ulta Brow Highlighter that I finished, yay. 3 brow pencils, 2 minis in the Benefit Precisely My Brow and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and a full size in the Pink Slips Browed Up, another full size in the Alley Oop. This is the brow part right here, and what I worked on for a good chunk of the year, the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. It came in this little pot down here, which this is what made me learn I really do not like eyebrow pomades. As for what I would repurchase, the brow gel was fine, but other than that, I wasn't in love with any of these, so probably I would certainly take one of these again, but otherwise, you know, not really into any of them. Okay, okay, mascaras. So I have 2 primers down here, the Lancome and the Urban Decay Subversion. Didn't really care for either one of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full sizes. The Honest Beauty, which I loved. It does come with a primer. That's why I stuck it on the end with the other ones. The primer didn't do much for me, but the mascara itself was really good. The Tarte C Surfer Curl, really like that. Glad I have another one. The Essence I Heart Extreme, that was nice. The Finding Ferdinand Lash Lift, more separating. I like a lot more volume. The Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions. Most people didn't like this, but I did. It's not as good as the Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara, obviously, but at least it is a tubing mascara, which the Tarte one I'm using right now really isn't. So, has that going for it. I do really want to try the e.l.f. one though before I repurchase this. Speaking of e.l.f., this is the Big Mood Mascara, which I also really enjoyed. We have in our minis, our 6 minis, the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I do like that one. The Pacifica Stargaze, I did like. The Fenty Mascara, what is this technically called? I don't remember. I did like it. The Too Faced Damn Girl, maybe mine was dried out, but I didn't care for it. Tarte Big Ego, I did like. I really like their mascaras, except for the one in the purple tube. Like every other one I've tried, I've really liked. And the M2U NYC mascara, which was fine, but I wouldn't seek it out again, so. Okay, so eye products. I finished one eyeshadow primer, the old Essence I Heart Stage. Very old, don't want to talk about how long I've had that. Let's see, I finished 3 eye bases, which I was actually pretty proud of. We have the Maybelline Color Tattoo up to 24-hour concentrated crayon in Lilac Lust, an LOC stick in Champagne Problems, and an old Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. Let's see, I also have this eyeshadow topper from Natasha Denona in Disco that I finished. A lot of it was in places other than my eye, but I did finish it. 4 eyeliners. This is the Sephora in Blue Suede, and Urban Decay in Love Drug, and LA Girl Pastel Dreams in Mint Magic, and once again, Alley Oop, their pen pal, has an eyeliner on it in black. So 4 eyeliners. And I have these 4 eyeshadows right here that I finished. From the Urban Decay Electric palette, I finished the shade Freak. From the Ulta Frida Kahlo palette, I finished the shade Perla. From the Urban Decay Book of Shadows 4 Redux, I finished Psychedelic Sister, finally. And from the Lorac Makeup Pro 2, I finished Porcelain. So not only did I finish those, but in my Pan That Palette for the year, I finished 5 other shades. I finished I've Got This, Gauntlet, Game Changer, Save the World, and Supercharged. Now, I don't give myself monetary value for any of these, and the marked ones are ones I finished in previous years. But I do like to count them in my empties because it makes me feel better. So, there you go. I actually had to go digging for one of these. Now, this is the category I'm least happy with this year. Normally, I try to finish like 5 each of these. As you can see, that did not happen. I only had 1 lipstick finished until December. I'm very proud of the lipstick I finished in December, but yeah. But let's go over it. Let's see. I have 4 lip liners. I have the Alley Oop Pen Pal. Again, this is the mauve eyeliner that they had. A mini Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk. An Ulta Automatic Eyeliner, and the Kylie Lip Liner in Court K. 2 lip glosses. One is the full size from MAC in Midnight Dip, and this itty bitty Pop Sugar Beauty lip gloss. Yep, it's the only ones I finished. Lipsticks. Both of these were years in the making. The Chi Chi Viva La Diva lipstick in Game On, and the Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick in Licorice. And as soon as I can roll it up, I'll show it to you. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Obviously, that took some time because it was hella pigmented. Lip balms, I only finished 3. I had another one almost finished, and one of my dogs stole it. Anyways, we have the BKR lip balm, the Tower 28 lip balm in Mix, and this is the thing I had to go hunting for because I put it somewhere weird, but it's the Be Essentials Lime and Coconut Beeswax Lip Balm. So, woo. Okay, I had to struggle to get this one in the frame. So these are my setting sprays. This is technically a primer spray, but it was in the wrong place, so it's going in the spray category because I don't feel like refilming my primers. Anyways, this is the Shop Miss A Oil Control Primer Spray. Didn't do anything, don't waste your money. The setting spray is really good though. The Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last in Dragon Fruit. Another Milani Make It Last in Blueberry. The Ciate London Watermelon Burst. The Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Hydrating Spray. The Beauty Blender Redo Setting Spray. And the Beauty Bakery Sweet Glacé Setting Spray. I use a lot of setting spray. Anyways, for minis, we got a NYX Matte, a Benefit Professional, Cover FX, a Hard Candy matte one, a Milani Make It Last matte, and a NYX Plump Finish Electrolytes one. Out of what I would repurchase a Milani. I did like the Ciate, and I liked this Milani, the Hard Candy, the Cover FX, and the NYX. So, okay, so first off, I forgot this little thing. It is a MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance Setting Spray. Took me more than a day to finish, so I counted it as a mini, but it got left behind, so part of my setting sprays. Now these are things that I didn't include in my makeup totals, but I did keep them, so I figured I'd show them to you. I have 2 nail polishes. This is the Sephora nail polish. I will have to insert the name because I never remember it. And a Julep nail polish in Brandis. I think it's Brandis. Yeah, Brandis. So finished those 2. This is a NYX On The Spot makeup brush spray cleaner, like an instant one. A Essence pencil sharpener, a beauty blender, like an actual beauty blender, and the AOA Pawpaw sponge, a Sorma blotting sheets, and a set of old e.l.f. blotting sheets. Okay, so I was gonna do body sprays and perfumes in one photo, but they wouldn't all fit. So first we have perfumes, which I don't include in my makeup totals, but I keep, so I figure I'll show them to you. First we have, as far as full sizes, this Chanel Chintz perfume that I've been working on forever, but I did finish it. We also have a Kenzie, what is this? So Pretty spray, 2 regular Kenzies, the Free Spirit, and a Juliet Has a Gun Not a Perfume mini sprayer. I liked all of them, but the one that I would repurchase is the Free Spirit, the Juliet Has a Gun Not a Perfume, or the regular Kenzie. And then all of these samples, most of which I can't repurchase because they're not cruelty free. We have Versace Eros, Skylar, Clean Beauty, Coconut Cove. I like their vanilla one better, but that was still nice. Valentino Donna, Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb Orchid, Azzaro The Most Wanted, I did like that. Black Opium from Yves Saint Laurent. What is this? It's like a green version or something. I can't quite remember. Yeah. The regular Black Opium, Dolce & Gabbana Violet, Prada Candy, another Juliet Has a Gun Little Mini, and 2 Viva La Juicies. Like I said, I would repurchase any of these if I could, but I can't. So just the Juliet, and I could repurchase the Skylar, but I like their vanilla one better. So for body sprays, I have a bunch of Zany Lady ones, which I'm running out finally. So this 2024 will probably be my last year of showing them, which is good because they went out of business in 2020. That's the amount of back stock I had. Anyways, we have Wannabe based on Spider-Man, Saved by the Smell based on Saved by the Bell, Life Finds a Way based on Jurassic Park, Burdened with Glorious Purpose based on Loki, Barb based on Barb from Stranger Things, Thunder 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 based on Thundercats, Pinku, I don't know what that is based on, Seventh Sense based on Captain Marvel, Killer Cupcake, I don't know what that is based on. My favorites out of these were Wannabe, Life Finds a Way, the Burden of Glorious Purpose, Barb, and Seventh Sense. I did really like Saved by the Smell too. As for my other ones, I have a Body Fantasies and Japanese Cherry Blossom. I did like that. And a Pacifica Island Vanilla. This is technically a hair and body mist, but I just use it as a body spray, so there you go. All right, so that's all of the empties. For my totals, I had numbers here, and including my, eyeshadows from my Pan That palette, I finished this many makeup items, but because the palette's not finished, I don't count monetary totals, so that won't change. I still finished over 100 items even without counting my Pan That palette. So that was kind of what became my goal, kind of crunching into the end of the year. Because I realized that if I didn't, you know, throw in a few extra minis here and there, I wasn't going to hit that. Other than just, you know, not being able to wear makeup as much, my one kind of panning regret is that for Last Call Project Pan, which I still need to finish the finale for, I started working on a different foundation. And then at some point I realized I wasn't going to finish it and started working on mine for 50 Shades of Yellow. And I realized that if I had just started panning that when I started on the CoverGirl, I'd have finished it by the end of the year. Because it's almost gone. And I've only been working on it for about 6 to 7 weeks. So yeah, that is like my one true panning regret, is that I didn't just focus on that foundation and get 3 full-size foundations out by the end of the year instead of just 2. So you win some, you lose some, you live and you learn. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!